this is Dodger and you're watching my show. Oh, I forgot to take the clock down again. Just a second. Sometimes I think that maybe I should just invest in a clock that isn't loud. So, what to talk about today? What to talk about? Well, we could talk about Tim Schafer raising over $1 million in 24 hours. Okay, at the time that I'm looking at this now, so they have 41,900 backers and $1.5 million raised. I think their goal was like 400,000. Insane! That is insane! 24 hours to raise $1 million. How does that happen? I mean, obviously there are going to be people that are going to donate that have a lot of money to blow and know that Double Fine and Tim Schafer are something to put their money behind, but my god. What I think is awesome about this is games aren't cheap to make, you know? And they didn't come up with it saying, hey, we are going to make the most amazing, graphically enhanced, crazy balls game that you are ever gonna play. They said, hey, we want to make a game that's gonna be a point-click adventure. You guys want to, like, help? I think that this, more than anything recently, really goes to show that bigger game companies are not giving people what they want. And that people, when offered the opportunity to support a company that they really believe in and they really know are doing innovative new things, they're totally willing to put their money behind it. And I think some people got upset about it. They were like, oh, why is a game company that everybody already knows about on Kickstarter, like, don't they have enough money? But, you know, smaller companies, they still need the money, even if they're well known and even if their games do pretty well. So I think that it's awesome. It's awesome that they went on Kickstarter and were like, hey, we want to make this. Does this interest you? Is this something that you want? Because if it is, we would love for you to contribute. Also, dude, like, Kickstarter takes a certain cut of the money that you make on Kickstarter. They must have made so much. What, it's at 1.5 million now? They've probably made, like, probably still under 100K, but decent amount. And they still have 31 days to go for this project. I'm sorry. It's just awesome. I think Kickstarter is great, by the way. It's not off topic, but just kind of, you know, taking a branch to the side. It's awesome. It's just another way that the internet allows us to really support things that we believe in and want to support, you know, rather than just being like, here, I'm just gonna donate this money to just a random thing and hopefully it all works out. Like being able to say, oh, here's a specific project that is relevant to my interests that I love, that I think could be something cool, and if I donate then I get something back from them. It's dope. And, sorry, this will be the last thing I say about it, and everybody who is really upset saying, well, obviously they don't need $1.5 million if their goal was 400,000. Think of it this way. That means they will have extra money to be able to do other projects or to finish projects that they wanted to start. It could be brilliant. I feel no sadness, sorry, brushing cat hair off of my table. I feel no sadness about Double Fine having a decent amount of money to work with because they typically do really fun, interesting projects, even if the projects aren't really up my alley. Like stacking, I played stacking, wasn't super into it, but they did something different, and that was exciting. Everybody who loves Amnesia, which, horror game players, if you haven't played Amnesia yet, shame. For shame. Amnesia is a great game, and Frictional Games has come about saying, hello, I think we're going to make another Amnesia game, perhaps set it in China. China, you say? Another Amnesia game? That could be cool. Last year we heard that they were still working on another Amnesia-related product, so this doesn't come as like a huge surprise, but the thing that does surprise me and kind of makes me excited about it is that they're hinting that it could take place in China. I think that that would totally, aesthetically, totally change it. Also, he said, the project wouldn't focus solely on creating fear, but will hopefully evoke other, less primitive emotions as well. So they're gonna make me feel something. Something other than wanting to pee myself. I don't know if I can handle that, Frictional. Either way, you know, Frictional, I think, is top of their game. Top of their game making scary games, so anything, even if it's, I don't care that it's a branch off of Amnesia. I trust them. I trust them to make a good scary game. Sometimes the way that I'm sitting feels kind of like I'm slowly doing this. Like, oh hey guys, just wanted to tell you about this game. It's gonna be like really cool. So the new Twisted Metal game is coming out on Valentine's Day, which is amazing! I have a lot of friends who are excited about it, specifically friends who don't typically play video games, but remember Twisted Metal games and are like, ooh, really excited to play this! So I was reading an article on 1UP that was talking about how the new Twisted Metal game won't have DLC, and whether or not that's something that people should be concerned about, specifically developers, in terms of whether or not this game is going to do well and have a lot of lasting value, because gamers now are very, very used to playing a game and having something come along that reinvests them in the game. So basically the question is, should they be concerned that people are going to play this and then go, there's nothing really new. There's nothing really new. The multiplayer, you know, is there, but don't have new cars to download or anything, so I guess I'm done. But alternatively, the other feeling on it is, well, maybe this should be a sign to us that they did it right the first time, that they're going to release this game and say, okay, we did everything we wanted to do, there it is, have fun. Like, how often do developers do that now? They go, oh, we can always release this DLC, maybe if we don't get it done in time, it's not like really a super big deal in the end. And it's not like they said there's absolutely no possibility of DLC. That's not what they said at all. They said there are no plans. We have no plans for DLC, we have no plans for an expansion or a sequel or anything like that. This is just a Twisted Metal game, we just made it how we wanted to make it, and there it is, it's a package, it's done. So if it's a big enough hit, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, okay, well, here you go. I don't know, I don't think that it's that big of a deal. And like they said, they weren't intending on making this game saying, oh, this is totally gonna compete with all of these other amazing multiplayer games like WoW and Call of Duty. It's totally gonna be one of those. Like, they just, you know, just wanted to make a Twisted Metal game, so they made a Twisted Metal game. But if it does really well, then awesome. And if, you know, people enjoy it for a while and then it peters out, just like most games, then hey, oh well. Anywho, that is my show. Thank you so much for watching. I ate, I think, 8 cupcakes before we talked. No frosting on them, they were just cake batter that was left over from a project that Ro did. And I ate all of them. They were really delicious, but I feel like this episode had an excess of random accents and goofy voices, so I'm gonna blame it on that. Anywho, I also just wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who watched Guild Ho and liked it, everybody who spread it around and told other people about it. I had so much fun. I was suffering from so much anxiety about to post that video, and it did really, really, really well. It's doing really, really, really well. The like to dislike ratio is amazing. It's off the charts in my mind. It's off my mental charts, so I'm just ecstatic. So thank you guys so much for that. Continue spreading the word if you like the song. Also, at this point, it still isn't up on iTunes because apparently there was some elements to what I sent them that they were unhappy with, so. But the second that it's up, I will tell you guys, and I'll post it on Facebook and all of that. And I'm really excited that so many of you really want to download it. Like, that's awesome. Anyhow, if you have a positive or a negative response, feel free to leave it in my comment section. And if you want to have coffee with me, you can click wherever I put the annotation and it'll take you to my other channel. But otherwise, hope that you guys have an awesome night and an awesome weekend, and I will talk to you again on Monday. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah.